I believe this spoon is yours, Sandstar. It does have your name on it, after all.
Oh, that's where it went to. Thanks, I was looking all over for that thing. I'll just put that away.
Need I ask why you have a spoon with your name on it?
Oh, my mother gave it to me.
Your mother?
Yes, a gift for my first ever completed adventure. I got rid of some kobolds, and she was so pleased that she gave me this. It was given to her by her mother. Surely you have something like that from your parents, right? A memento?
I'm afraid my parents were long gone from this world by the time I started studying the Arcane.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's quite all right, Sandstar. I'd made peace with that loss a long time ago.
We should keep moving forward. Who knows what the lich might be planning while we dally?
You are right, Lilamva. Is everyone else ready?
I am ready to move forward and deal with the evil in this place.
Let us press on.
Welcome back, folks. Let's play the Eye of the Beholder 3, Assault on Mithranor. And when last we left off, we were attacked by our own equipment. And the equipment was quite easy to take out. Unfortunately, we had to then re-equip everything that we had, and that took quite a while. But I think I've pretty much got everything back to how it was. As for the inventories, those are pretty much everywhere. I do think we got another set of braces of protection. We have +3 here, but we also have some +2 braces here, and I haven't checked if they're as good as these braces. 2 and they're exactly the same. I don't think we had this many sets of braces. But either way, we have them now, so we'll get our spells cast and move further on. Hopefully we'll find the exit to this floor quite quickly, because I don't want to fight any more of those scorpion creatures. We didn't actually fight them per se, because they weren't able to attack us, but I still count that as combat, and remembering how they fought in Dungeon Hack, I don't want to re-experience that kind of combat, even with a complete party. Let us save and move on, down to here, which leads to nowhere.
I suppose the only thing we can do is use this.
And that is revealed a way down, and away from those scorpion things. I, for one, am going down right now. I'll see you all at the bottom, everyone. Who bets that he will get into some bother?
I bet, so let's follow quickly.
A grappling hook. Most curious. Does anyone else hear that?
I do hear that, yes.
Could that be some crushing walls for some kind of puzzle? Either that or a monster down here. What kind of monster makes that kind of racket? We'll find out. I was afraid you'd say that. That is inevitably going to be one of the monsters on this floor, as the traps do not make noise themselves in this game.
The hand of the learned holds the key.
What key could they be referring to? Maybe one of these gems? And what could they be referring to when they mention the learned?
Obviously, they're referring to arcane spellcasters.
Why obviously, Rune?
This place is a place for study for members of the arcane schools. It makes sense that when they refer to the learned, that they refer to wizards.
I can't refute that logic. The hand of the learned indeed holds the key.
Let us hope that the key is these gems.
And if it isn't, we have some gems. We also have this switch that we need to use.
I'm ready whenever you are.
A corridor. I don't like it. I know you don't, but we still must press on.
I'm gonna save before we press on, because I really don't like the sound of those enemies.
Fortunately, we haven't found any of them yet. Keyword is yet. That is a thing made of stone.
That indeed is a thing made of stone.
No wonder it's making a sort of grinding rock noise as it moves around. That thing was literally dug out from the floor.
A powerful servant indeed.
Why is this place full of such doom? Why couldn't it just have normal monsters, not things made of rock and metal scorpions? This place is terrible.
Can you unlock that?
I can certainly try. I don't think we're going to be able to with these lockpicks, though. We're going to need a key. Keep your eyes open for one. And those things. I don't want to find more of those things.
There's a door there. I'm going to avoid going through it for now, as I keep exploring around and hopefully do not get surrounded by some of these. I'm going to guess that there's some kind of earth elemental, and that if they hit me, I'm going to take a lot of damage. Now over here is another one. Oh dear. They move quite quickly, but they don't have a ranged attack as far as I know. And there is a door here. Clicking the door opens it. And there's another one of these. Now, why was it standing still? It was standing still because there were two of them.
Oh, great. They're just absolutely everywhere.
And they're probably going to attack us, unlike the scorpions. We have to presume they will at the very least.
Oh, what's this here? This chainmail looks quite similar to the other chainmail that we found before.
It is passable armor. And here's an arrow of magic as well. But that robe is cursed. I wasn't going to use it, don't worry. I had a feeling there was something wrong about it. It had an unusual aura.
You're getting very good at detecting magical auras, Rune.
What can I say? I've had a lot of experience with them. We don't appear to have found any other way to move, however, which tells me that we're missing something. Now, the only thing that we're missing is this button. And pressing this button is likely just going to close this off. Or it's going to change the direction of the corridor. Interesting. We have a new way forward, though we must be careful.
We will be, don't worry. Oh, hello, you! You can't get to us because there's a door in the way.
Don't taunt it, Sandstar. It might find a way through. Indeed, Rune. Because that is a grate that's probably going to hurt us if we step over it. But there's a switch, and we know what to do about that. And we're going to move over here because we have to remember that you were there. And we don't want to get hit by you. Let's go this way and see how many more foes we can find. These foes have a lot of health. Imagine if we didn't have the ability to hit really hard with those gauntlets equipped to Valendra. We'd be backing up quite a lot. I do like the effect of them coming out of the floor, though. That's very neat. Okay. There's that way there. There's this way here. What is that? It looks like something from the elemental plane of water. The elemental plane of water is connected to here? It must be if that thing's appeared there. Curious. We'll have to keep our eyes on those things in the future.
There's another one nearby. There it is.
We can take it. It is slow and cumbersome. And it has not yet landed a blow. Doesn't mean to say that it won't at some point. Nothing here. What about over here? Aha! A key. A silver key. I wonder if we can use that back where we had that locked grate in the floor. Let's find out by heading back to that place. And there this is. We can deal with this. It came back pretty quickly. Very quickly indeed. Now, there's somewhere we haven't been.
That looked a little bit familiar. It looked like one of the doors from the previous levels. And there's another one of these things. Easy enough to take care of. Now, what do we have here? Choose the left door, and ye shall live longer. What if we choose the right door? Then logically, ye shall live shorter. We're going to open both of them, aren't we? We're going to open the left one first. It seems sensible to heed the advice given. Oh! That was a fireball. I think I opened the wrong one. But look at what we got. Power word kill. Yep, I think you're going to need that. Meteor swarm? Okay, you're gonna get that too. Energy drain? I think this is just, hey, do you want a ridiculous amount of really powerful spells? Horrid wilting as well? And finally, Bigby's clenched fist. I think we just got every single 8th level and 9th level spell that I can think that we'd get. There may be some more 8th level spells, but look at all of these spells that we're likely never going to actually use. And there is a fireball. So, both of them ended up being trapped. It would seem so. Cunning. At least we weren't hit. And over here are some goodies. And just a normal scroll. An evil so strong that it has tainted and warped everything it has come into contact with. The creatures of a surrounding forest that were unfortunate enough to be caught within its influence have mutated into fearsome and loathsome misshapen forms, seemingly made of shadow. I do not know whence the evil came, only that it is very old. I believe that it is somehow connected with the fall of this once beautiful city. It would appear that the evil has returned to finish what it started so long ago. As for its plan, I cannot know. One thing is certain. They can only lead to tragedy for the inhabitants of the surrounding area, and possibly the world as well. Kingdoms must be warned of the impending doom that lies here. I must not let... I don't think this person ever escaped alive. I fear not. Now, we saw some goodies here. Leather armor. There's quite a lot of nice stuff here. Let's get another true seeing going and see, but it's all magical. This leather armor, -9 armor class, just as good as that armor. What about... ooh, a ring of protection. Now, we have another ring of protection here. -6, -9. It's not as good as the other ring, but it's still a useful ring to have. Ring of Wizardry, Ring of Feather Falling. We'll swap this for that so that your armor class is a little better. We're still definitely going to keep this ring. And maybe there is a... there's a Ring of Adornment here that we don't necessarily need. As for what to drop, we could drop this pack of iron rations. And there is a short sword. Let's find out just what magic that has. It's a short sword +3. We've been getting quite a lot of them. And also there are these bracers that I haven't equipped to anyone. I completely forgot that I had these. Remember that I said that there were quite a few sets of bracers? That is the thing that proves it. There are just loads of them. Let's quickly get away from there and get over to here. And this thing has reappeared. They're not that dangerous though, so I've got really nothing to fear from them. I want to make my way back to the other location. The one with the, grate that was locked. And there's one way I haven't yet gone, which is down here. And the wall has closed behind us. Well, hopefully we can get out of here from here.
I hope that we can.
I think we need to go this way and up here, and hope that this way, yep, this way is still open. And we want to, actually, I think what we want to do is go this way. Yep, it's right here. So let's use that key. And we get to keep the key. With the proper equipment, we might be able to lift this grate and climb through. What about that grappling hook? Not a bad idea to use.
But I'm going to save before we do, because this could just be a horrible trap. Let's go down.
Lifting the grate, you can see that the passages below appear to be entirely submerged in frigid water. Dark shapes shift and float beneath the surface. Will you descend?
Maybe we should think about going a different way first. I don't feel like being entirely submerged in water.
Indeed not.
We could cast spells to be prepared for it. Like this here. But I'll only go down there if everyone else agrees that it's a good idea.
We should explore and see just what is hidden beneath. There could be valuable items that will help us.
So we're heading down.
We're heading down.
Get the grappling hook ready. We're going in.
We are going down. And that is... I believe that's a Slithermorph. Oh, that is a Slithermorph, I think. Now, can we can actually go back up by using that. We need to be very careful in here, because who knows? Ooh, goodies. That's what is down here. A shield. Is it a good shield? It's just as good as the shield we're currently using. And some plate mail. Plate mail that's only 1 point worse than what Valendra is using, which means that it's the same as what you're using, and it is slightly worse than what you're using. So, not really much reason to go down here, apart from a shield that's just as good as what we already have. Still, nice to know that water breathing is going to protect the entire party. And that's not going to help us. We actually need to do it here, I think. There we go. Tossing the hook at the grate, the party pulls it aside and scrambles up the rope. Well, that was a daunting experience. I, for one, never want to go down there again. I don't think we'll be going down there again, specifically, but we may end up going into a watery place at some point. I was afraid you'd say that. Also, there's that in the wall.
I noticed it. And there's something down there.
Get ready to move. It didn't activate.
No, it did not.
I think that opened a door.
Probably so.
Let's see if we can find that door.
I think it was probably this one.
There are going to be enemies everywhere, though. Probably in each of these rooms. One here? No. What about here? Oh yes, there's one here. It was worth waiting to see. Back up a bit more. And that foe is gone, only for there to be another... Oh dear. Only for there to be a lot of them. There's one here too. 3 enemies, and hopefully that is all of them. I really do doubt it. Nothing here. There's this. Ah, it's another one of those silken tapestries. but there's nothing behind it like in Dark Moon.
Still, it's nice to see but things like that have survived.
We found quite a lot of enemies here, and also the fact that we're going to be going into submerged areas eventually. And so, when we come back, folks, we're gonna have to make sure we have quite a lot of water-breathing spells prepared in the future. Although one of the party isn't going to have to worry anyway because of the Helm of Underwater Breathing. I doubt that's going to help all of us, however. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later, and there goes haste. I think we're going to be resting, even though we have another casting of it. Always best to get all of our spells back.